Hey, y'all, I've been drinking on some liberal tears all day, y'all. I mean, I got my belly full on these liberal tears, and they good. I mean, man, I'm filling myself up on them. I almost can't drink no more. But, hey, y'all been drinking on them too? Man, they mad as they can be, y'all. It's like we kicked a beehive, you know. They pissed off, you know what I'm talking about, right? That bill there that the House passed, the House representatives there, they passed that bill, the big, beautiful bill, y'all. Trump's big, beautiful bill, y'all. It passed the House, y'all. And, man, them liberals are ticked off about it, y'all. But I've been drinking on some tears. And, hey, did you look at it? You did? I mean, I did. I mean, it's like 1,100 pages, you know, but, yeah, I looked at it too, y'all. I mean, hey, but the thing is, y'all, we won. We won. I mean, we lost, but we won, you know, and that's the way it is over here in Macedonia. You know, you got to get used to that. You know, you got to lose to win over here on these Trump streets. You know, that's just the way it is. But I mean, we own the libs, though, y'all. We owned the libs, and that's all that matters if you get right down to it. You know, making some liberal tears and owning on some libs, y'all. We did that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Meemaw. I mean, you know what? She's like 82 years old anyway. You know, she needs to get off them food stamps. You know, she eats too much, and she got to get out that Section 8 housing and stuff. You know, get off that government teat and everything. You know, she needs to get back out there and get to work. Is what she needs to do. And you know, no, I don't mean it, y'all, but I gotta say it. I got to. It's, you know, it's part of being MAGA. You know, it's tough love's what it is. You know, it's suck it up buttercups and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, Meemaw, she gonna lose all of her food stamps and Section 8 housing and Social Securities and Medicaids and all the stuff. But and Pop now, he ain't gonna be too happy about it either. Now he's been getting them visits from the hospital visits. They're at home, them home health visits, I think they call them. About 2-3 couple times a week, you know, come there and check up on him and stuff. But he ain't able to get that no more anymore because the Medicaids and stuff's going away. They took all the money away from it so they can give to their billionaire buddies, you know. But so he ain't gonna have that. And look, I ain't gonna take him up to the hospital, y'all, because our local hospitals here in our little towns is closing down because they can't stay open without the Medicaids and the Medicares. And I ain't driving Pop like 2 or 3 hours out to a big hospital someplace. And I don't even go to the damn cities, you know. So Pop's going to have to go with Meemaw there and go meet up with little brown hippie baby Jesus. I think what's going to happen. I mean, I can't take them in, you know. I ain't got no put them in the shed or something like that. But I ain't feeding them, you know, and all. So anyway, yeah, it's bad and all. And look, all of our little town hospitals are going to get shut down because we ain't got the Medicaids and the Medicares no more. And so I mean, if you got a wife or if you work at one of them hospitals out there and thought you was, you know, had you a long-term secure job there, ain't no more, y'all. They gonna go away. All them little hospitals gonna get shut down there. But hey, on the bright side though, you know what though? Them empty buildings is what they'll be. We have an empty building. Maybe we can do something, turn them into shooting ranges. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do because we got to target practice all the time, or we'll forget how to shoot. You know, spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on ammo, or we'll forget how to aim, you know. Anyway, we could do something like that, but the thing is, yeah, I mean, and the billionaires are getting their tax cuts, and that no tax on tips, we got that too. We own the libs on that one right there. That makes it all worthwhile right there, but you looked into it too? No, it don't do anything. No, it don't. It really ain't really going to be useful for anybody there, but that's why everybody voted yeah on it, because it was useless, you know. But hey, but we got to own the libs again, you know, and get us some liberal tears, you know, and they tasty. So, I mean, it's all worthwhile. You think about it. We get to own the libs. And look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, I ain't liking this. All right, I ain't liking it one bit. It's look, we'd be Democrats if they would just do what we want to do, you know, and make America more whiter. You know, just make America more whiter is what we're wanting to do there. I mean, if it wasn't for that, you know, we'd like to tax us some rich people and get us some socialism, some stuff like that, you know, get us some higher wages and stuff. And all the liberal policies and stuff, pretty good, you know. We do all that stuff, but they don't want to make America white, you know. We don't want to whiten up America, and that That right there is the biggest thing there, owning the libs and whitening up America, is the biggest thing. But I don't like that bill, y'all. It's horrible, y'all. I love me, Ma and Pop, y'all, and it's gonna be miserable for everybody, including us, y'all. We're gonna start losing our jobs, and there's gonna be people starving to death, y'all, because of us. People gonna be starving all over America, y'all, and hundreds of our little hospitals are gonna get shut down because of it. I mean, it's a big mess, y'all. And the billionaires, they gonna get all their money, though. They get all their money. Look. The more I think about it, look, hey, between me and you, I ain't gonna tell none of them liberals this stuff right here. But look, I ain't liking that bill. All right. I mean, it's fun to own the libs and drink on some liberal tears and stuff, but really, I ain't liking that, y'all. But hey, we can do something about it. I know we can. What we do right now, because they ain't passed the Senate yet, get on the phone, start calling up your senators, and tell them you don't like this bill, don't pass it. Don't pass it. Tell them to 8647 BBB. Yeah, tell them to 8647's BBB, y'all. And then whenever it don't pass the Senate, we can just tell the liberals that it was the Democrats' fault, that they obstructed Trump's plan. What we can do, just tell them that they obstructed the plan, y'all. And then we ain't got to worry about nothing. We can act like we still like it and all, So anyway, let's do that. I think that's a better plan, y'all, because this right here is going to F us over bigly in our red states. Inmate Trump.